Hi, guys. We hope you had a great weekend and a great Monday yesterday. I know the weather was kind of rainy and gross, but I hope you were able to do something fun. Today, we are going to do another interactive slideshow, which you guys should be getting good at because we did two last week on the second branch of government that we are going to be learning about. So, we learned last week that the government is split into three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch. We learned that the executive branch last week was made up of the president and the vice president. And today we are going to start learning about the legislative branch. So, again, when I read these to you, make sure you're answering in complete sentences. I don't think I need to go over that since we did a bunch of that last week. But please, please, please make sure that you're using capitals at the beginning of your sentences, punctuation at the end, and that you're using words from the question to answer. So here we go, the legislative branch. The legislative branch is called Congress and has the power to make laws. Citizens elect representatives who meet in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Congress is made up of two parts: the Senate and the House of Representatives. Your question for this one: name the two parts that make up Congress. And if you click on the star up here, you can click on this link and watch a short video about the legislative branch. The Senate. The Senate is made up of senators from each state. Each state elects two senators to serve in the Senate. Since there are 50 states, there are 100 senators in all. Senators are elected every 6 years. How many senators are elected from each state? The House of Representatives. The House of Representatives has 435 seats in all. The number of seats each state gets depends on the population of the state. For instance, New York has 29 seats, while Kansas only has 4 seats or elected representatives in the House of Representatives. States with more people get more seats for their state. Representatives are elected every 2 years. So, your question for this one: how many representatives are elected from each state? Working together. The Senate and the House of Representatives work together to create laws. First, a bill is introduced in Congress. Then it goes to a committee or group to be discussed and made ready for a vote. Congress then votes to accept or reject the bill. Finally, it goes to the president's desk to be approved or vetoed. And remember, we learned last week that vetoed means rejected. Some kinds of bills are handled by only one part of Congress. For example, only the House can introduce bills that have to do with government spending. Only the Senate can approve or reject treaties made with other countries. In this one, explain how a bill becomes a law. Oversight. Besides making laws, Congress also keeps an eye on the other branches of our government. It is their job to make sure that money is spent properly and that the other branches do what they are supposed to do. This is called oversight. What does Congress do in addition to making new laws? The legislative branch. The legislative branch is called Congress and has the power to make laws. So in this box, describe 3 important jobs of the legislative branch. For this last slide, you are going to do the same thing that you did for the executive branch. You are going to read each of these sentences and you are going to click and drag the one that best fits into the box above. So, number 1, the legislative branch is also called blank. Number 2, Congress is made up of 2 parts, blank and the House of Representatives. Number 3, the legislative branch has the power to make new blank. The Senate is the Senate is made up of blank senators in all. So remember that would be a number. And the House, number 5, the House of Representatives has blank seats in total. So that would also be a number. Obviously, 435, 100. This is the Senate, Congress, and laws. So you're going to go ahead and fill in and drag these where each of them would go. If you need to, you can go ahead and rewind the video to help you and re-listen to me read. And maybe if you listen to me read, you could try to fill in the blanks that way as well. We hope you enjoy this, and we hope that you are able to learn a little bit about the legislative branch.